we were facing is one of the challenge when a task is being put across. So it was happening with a tap, it was automatically getting, done. So we were not really able to have any system with that software where we can be notified, where we can ensure that it's not done mistakenly, right?
So it was
Delegation part was not there. In task, I would say what is different is one thing that we can create group subgroups. Second is we can delegate the responsibility. We can create an approver. We can create a checker as well. Like one is notified person, one is who is going to handle the task. So that way it is definitely a plus point. So automate task is something which we have implemented, I think almost 3 months back, and that is really helping us well. And I would take one moment to appreciate that your team is very efficient. After sales service is something which plays very important role, and your team has really helped us out. Thank you for that.
Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Achiever Club. Today we have Karan with us. He's joining us from Dubai. He is the founder of Perspective Consulting. He helps companies set up their offices in Dubai and other parts of UAE. Today, let's hear his story, how he started his business, what challenges he faced, and how he used the automation to solve these challenges. So, welcome, Karan.
Hey, hi, Keval. Thank you for inviting me for this session. Yeah.
So, tell us about yourself briefly.
Okay. So my name is Karan Mutneja. I'm managing partner at Perspective Global Dubai. For the last 7 years, we have been serving clients, entrepreneurs with business setup, tax and compliances in UAE. So when I talk about my story, I came here 7 years before, almost 7.5 years now. When I first came to Dubai, it was entirely a new land for me. In meeting business owners, management, what I realized, because tax and compliances were very new here, so there was a very, very little understanding. There were no proper books of accounts. People were worried that what's happening. It's altogether a new era for them. So that's where a simple but a strong vision emerged for Perspective Global, where we realized that we are not just here to provide services to our clients. Rather, we are here to empower business owners, leaders to lead with clarity, and to whoever would work with Perspective Global should say one thing that, okay, uh, we don't have to worry about compliances. Rather, we can focus fully on our core business. So that clarity has really helped us to grow till date with almost, I would say, zero spending on marketing. So yeah, that's what my journey, Perspective Global journey so far is.
Okay. So, Karan, when we talk about setting up the new company in Dubai, tell us about one big benefit which an MSME can get if they, set up their office in Dubai. One benefit.
Taxation. There
Excellent.
are a lot of tax benefits that you have. If I talk about the global tax corporate tax rate, which has been, very recently introduced in UAE corporate taxes, so rate is 9%. That too above your net profits of $100,000. Whereas if you see the global minimum tax rate, that's 15%. So it's still very, very low.
Okay.
So that's just one benefit. I would say there are many, many other benefits as well.
Sure, I'm sure. So, Karan, as you started in Dubai. Before that, I'm sure you were doing business in India as well, and you are a BNI member as well. So, I recently joined BNI, amazing network. Tell me, when you started versus where you are today, right? You build your own team, you are managing them. What all challenges you faced while running your business in Dubai?
A very good question. I would say I want to answer to this question that no challenges, but I can't because as an entrepreneur, you know that we do face challenges day to day. But what I have realized during these years is when you develop the habit of handling them with a positive attitude, they stop feeling like a challenge and becomes part of your growth. However, if I have to name few challenges, so, the first is team, right? So finding and building up a right team is one of the challenge. You might find a people who have good skills, but finding someone who share your vision is slightly difficult.
Absolutely.
Second, I would say systems and processes. These are very important for any organization. If not in place, can really harm organization. And lastly, issues, I would say in this part of the world, we didn't face that challenge because coming from a compliance background, that has never been a hindrance for us. But for startups and companies who are expanding to UAE, compliances are straightforward, but they are varied. So basically, if you don't have idea about compliances, the penalties in UAE are pretty high, and that could really impact your finances and reputation. So these are the three major challenges I would say I faced or organization should take care of.
I mean, while we are doing this conversation, one idea popped in my mind that you also must start doing some webinars globally and guiding people on how they can save taxes and grow their business in Dubai. Because when you, just like this conversation, when you do conversation on webinar, you can reach out to hundreds of people, and without meeting them physically, you can, build a connection and take things further. Okay, so let's
Thank you.
talk
Thanks for
about
this writing. Yeah.
yeah, let's talk about the tech part. So you said the system and processes. Tell us about what all softwares have you been using and how did you come across Automate Business?
All right. So when we talk about technology in our business, yes, technology does play a very important role. We have to go with the flow. But one thing I would say before going to what softwares are we using, that technology is something which is there to support people, to support team. It's not about replacing people. It helps them to do more work with less efforts. In Perspective Global, we have been implementing technology in almost all the segments, may it be management, operations, finances, or sales. So when we talk about automate, where we came, because we were facing one issue, we were using a technology, but that was not very efficient, which was related to task. But then, I saw your video on Facebook. I remember that, and that's where we got connected. So automate task is something which we have implemented, I think, almost 3 months back, and that is really helping us well. Post that, now we are implementing CRM, right? We had a CRM earlier as well, but that was also again not very effective. And we are seeing that Automate CRM team is really helped us to develop that. And I think within a week or so, we'll be effectively running it. So I would say that's how we got connected. That's how Automate is helping. And I would take a moment to appreciate that your team is very efficient. After sales service is something which plays very important role, and your team has really helped us out. Thank you for that.
Awesome. So while we talk about, let's say, automate tasks, what were the exact pain points which you were facing before that? Which exact apps did you use? What difference did you see in them versus us in terms of the app?
I'm
And
not sure I should be taking the name of the apps I was using, but yeah, I can tell the challenge that we were facing is one of the challenge when a task is being put across. So it was happening with a tap, it was automatically getting, done, right? So we were not really able to have any system with that software where we can be notified, where we can ensure that it's not done mistakenly, right?
So it was more
Delegation
of a
part was
checklist.
not there,
Yeah, it
but
was
in
more of a
task.
checklist rather than a proper task in projects.
Absolutely. So in task, I would say what is different is one thing that we can create group subgroups. Second is we can delegate the responsibility. We can create an approver. We can create a uh, checker as well. Like one is notified by person, one is who is going to handle the task. So that way, it is definitely a plus point. And so far, CRM is concerned, as I told you that we have just implemented that.
Hmm.
But I have seen that it test at a test level, it's working very efficiently. Quick responses, WhatsApp API, I think has also been now implemented that as well. We are able to conveniently create pipelines, and I could see that your software is now getting ready for
AI.
Dubai clients as well, because initially there was something which was more Indianized, but now I could see that there are a lot of things which your team has really worked upon to make it a bit of a globalized software. So it's going pretty well. I'm very confident on that part. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Can you share the screen and show to the audience on what kind of tasks that you've created and how do you analyze your team performance? That will be really great.
All right. Then in that case, give me a
All right. So
yeah.
this is where you are analyzing the performance. Where Shuni completed 38%, Abdul completed 27%, Bhargav does 47%. Awesome. And we have this bar chart option as well where you can analyze it from the graphical point of view as well. Just table के साथ जो एक बार चार्ट भी दिखा हुआ है नीचे बड़े
Yes. Yes. Yes.
yeah.
So what I could really see in this one is that, what task has been come, because it has this all-time task, means all the tasks, because we have scheduled all the tasks even for next year.
Wow.
And one of the very good feature here is that when you have a task, we can put across that any task. For example, quarterly VAT returns we have to file. So once you put that, so once that task is completed, automatically for next quarter a task is allocated. Likewise
Amazing.
for annual audit. So once that task is complete, you don't have to go and recreate the task. It automatically gets created. So that's a plus point. And of course, this is a bar chart for you to see the reports. So this has been really helpful.
Amazing, amazing. Have you tried the idea board, which is just above the dashboard? In that, you
I know,
can,
I remember that you mentioned about it. I still have to try it, but I vouch it that it's gonna be definitely an add-on. I remember you mentioned last time I'm gonna try that.
so viewers, this is where you guys can create the list. It could be marketing goals, sales goals, operational goals, hiring, and this where when you create a list, then under that list you can add the items. Items are basically the goals. Under what department, what goals you have. They don't have the deadline, but you have them in front of them. So it's like imagine there are 40, 50 goals across 8 to 10 departments where you can just kind of know, okay, this is what me or my team need to achieve it. So let's say Karan is adding the hiring. So you can just add what is the idea, what kind of person you want to hire, accountant. All right. So let's say as soon as you add it, uh, now let's say if you just kind of, yeah, work from home.
Yeah.
Yeah. 3 to 4 years. Absolutely. So idea could be anything. It could be goal. It could be even a task as well, but not with any deadline. Now this hiring, this particular section, which is, yeah, from there you can just convert it into a task as well. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's delegate task. Yeah.
Yeah. And even above the hiring, the list that you've created, if you click on three
Mm.
dots, Karan, you can share this with your teammate.
Mm.
Your team can see your ideas under that particular list.
Right.
Right. So they know,
And
okay, these are the things which we need to work upon and discuss and then create a deadline and create the task out of it. Awesome.
amazing.
Can you show the audience on how you delegate the task? What's the process behind that? You can just go to the my task and that's where you can
So
go.
for example, if I go here and then I have to assign task, assign, for example, I have templates as well, but for example, let's suppose say I'll create this one as well, accountant in India. This is a task, work from home, 3 to 4 years of experience. Let's suppose I have to take it to VR. And I have to keep anyone in loop. That is also pretty possible. So I can put anyone in loop. No one
Yeah.
is required as of now. Categories we have, if I don't tag anyone, I mean, I can tag it as well. Friday can be set up. We can put a due date. Let's suppose I put 31st as a due date. And then assign tasks. This will automatically go on the WhatsApp of the person to whom it has been assigned, and also, of course, reflect on the software.
Awesome. Great to know that. Can you show us what kind of task templates that you have created? You can just go to the second last option. Yeah.
So we have created, for example, corporate tax return. We have created for VAT returns.
Okay.
So these are the task templates that has been
If you go to
created.
if you go to the task directory as well, there are
Hmm.
some ready-made tasks which are given
Yes, you
for you
have
to
that.
use.
For different industry, there are many templates which are available.
Awesome. Awesome. So we look forward to you getting the results from sales CRM as well and growth in the sales as well. So tell us, Karan, when we talk about the vision of prospective consulting, what is the vision that
Hmm.
you're carrying? And let's say if today we are talking is the year 2025, what do you want to achieve by year 2030, like 5 years down the line?
All right, that's a very good question. Difficult for me at least. Vision is something which I can definitely talk about, but results is something I really don't focus more on missions. But yeah, so when we talk about Perspective Global, so our vision in Perspective Global is to be more than consultants, where we want to be a growth partner for our clients, for businesses who are expanding to UAE and even beyond, because we have presence in Singapore, Greece, India as well, you know that. So yeah, that's what I would say is vision. I really see Perspective Global to be very much system oriented and process oriented, and having technology be there so that it can really help team to perform better.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great. And what is your message to all the Dubai UAE entrepreneurs who are listening to this conversation? The ones who are little scared of technology. Not every entrepreneur has that comfort. Few say, no, 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 I'm not much comfortable. Let me just be stuck with Excel or diaries. And you know what is coming with AI? AI voice agents replacing the first level of employees for sales support. How do you see that trend coming up? People, I have one section of people who are saving huge amount of cost, scaling. Other who are just stuck at no, no, I can't handle the technology. So tell me about that as well. What is your message to them?
Okay. So, when we talk about technology or AI, so I personally believe that it is again not about replacing people. It's about enabling to do more with less effort. And once again, I would say that technology cannot replace the personalized solutions and understanding that we provide. So my message in today's fast-moving AI-driven world where stability is often seen less is that focus on building strong systems and transparent, trusting relationships. Growth may not be always very fast, but if your foundation is strong, it is always going to be sustainable and long lasting.
Awesome. And to all the people who are a little scared of technology, you have implemented the tools. What is your viewpoint to
I
them?
would say,
Your message to them?
yeah, I understood. I would say, Keval, that one thing what I've learned is because for a couple of years I was managing everything, like my website, my data, my etc., whatever the tech we were using. But uh, always try to have professionals in place and don't be scared because uh, once you try to do everything yourself, that becomes difficult where you feel that technology is becoming overburden on us. So if you give it to right professionals and take right trainings, it's not something very difficult. Eventually, it's created by humans only, right?
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah.
must adopt technology. It's very, very important.
So do plan to come to India as well very soon. We had met
100%.
in my office, but in the upcoming summit, last year we have Mr. Sanjeev Chandani came in as a chief guest. This year, this session is happening on 12th, 13th of September. See if you can come. It'll be great for us.
100%. And likewise, I would also like to invite you. We are waiting for you to come. Plan it, plan your visit, and
Yeah,
looking
I'm
forward to
planning
see you in
probably
Dubai.
for the late October or maybe early November. I'll plan.
And once again, congratulations on your BNI joining because it's a great platform. It's
Yeah.
definitely gonna support many other businesses as well.
Awesome. Awesome. Great.
All right.
So this was
Thank
Mr.
you.
Karan joining us from Dubai. Young entrepreneurs helping other entrepreneurs set up their business in Dubai. Reach out to him on LinkedIn. Follow his page, Perspective Global. And anybody who want to scale globally, as per him, Dubai is the hub from where you should run your business. And you will save taxes. And when it comes to reliable partner who can handle all the taxation, all the compliances, Karan is the go-to guy. So I'll be adding his LinkedIn profile in the description of this video. Make sure you check it out and drop him a message on LinkedIn if you want to stay connected with him. He's part of BNI Dubai as well. So any viewer who are part of BNI, do networking with him. Look forward to see all of you in the next episode of Achiever Club. Thank you so much.
Thank you.